It has been over 2 months since I started working on the multiplayer update for my game Sphere Fight. But by next week everything should be finished and ready to go. Let me guide you through the changes that are coming with the next update. The most important change is the addition of local multiplayer. You will be able to play through the campaign and every existing play mode together with a friend on the same PC. Don't worry, if you don't have a gamepad, you can also share the keyboard. If you want, you can also use Steam's remote play feature to play with one of your Steam friends online. Unfortunately, Steam requires a gamepad for this feature to work. A big shout out to Erik, who helped me a lot with testing the new update. Thanks to him, I can verify that remote play works with my game. A link to his channel is in the description. Keeping focus on your sphere is a core challenge of the game, but in co-op mode it was way too hard to keep track, so I added some markers above the players. The marker will always use the color you set for your skin, so if both of you use a red color and then can't keep track of who's where, this is on you. The bonus lives you get from the selected difficulty are shared in co-op mode. If you play on hard, each player gets 1 bonus life, but it doesn't matter which player dies. Once the third death occurs, on hard difficulty, your run is over. To not interfere with the other leaderboards, the co-op modes have their own leaderboards. In addition to that, there is now a leaderboard that keeps track of your combined total score. Besides the co-op multiplayer, there's also a best of 5 versus mode. Whoever dies 3 times loses the match. To make the whole thing a bit more interesting, the versus mode uses its own set of passive buffs. Your level and loadout don't affect this mode. You pick up a random power-up by rolling over pressure plates scattered around the arena, and you can heal yourself by driving over the pressure plates with the green cross. Falling off the arena doesn't kill you, but you lose a big chunk of your health. The update introduces a new power-up, 3 new passive buffs, and a new arena together with a new boss. In this new arena you have to face a black hole that appears on a fixed interval and floats over the arena. You can make use of your mobility to lure enemies into it, but if you touch its core, you're dead. The new boss doesn't work like all the previous bosses, but I don't want to spoil that. I assume he will destroy you on your first try, but with the right tactic he's reliably beatable. By popular demand, I added the option to combine multiple power-ups. You now have 4 empty power-ups that you can fill with whatever combination of unlocked power-ups you want. It usually makes most sense to only combine 2 or maybe 3 power-ups, but if you want, you can go crazy and just activate every power-up at once. But be aware of the cooldown. 2 players in my Discord wanted a game mode that focuses on movement and not so much the usage of power-ups. When 100% of your active player base wants a feature, you should deliver. That's why there is now a new play mode called Expert. You can't use any power-ups and have to survive as long as possible only using your own skill. It is a fun mode, but gets quite hard pretty fast. I was a bit annoyed that every time you did very well in one of the endless modes, it said failure at the end. Therefore, I added a star rating to every play mode except the campaign. If you manage to reach the necessary score for a 3-star rating, you get to listen to the victory music instead of the defeat music. A small change, but I like it a lot. Maybe you will too. There are also some minor changes coming. If you ever reach the max level, which is 1560 at the moment, you can become legendary. It is kind of a prestige system, giving you a rank and you can enjoy numbers go up again. I added a few skin options to customize your sphere a bit. The song Nichts from my metal project Leichenbrand has been added to the game since 50% of the active player base requested that song. The update will be released on Monday the 24th of August. It was a lot of work, pretty exhausting, and in all honesty, I feel like shit. Haven't had some downtime for quite a while and I really hope the release goes smoothly without any hiccups. I almost reached all of my goals. I made at least $1 with the game and got some people interested in challenging me in the leaderboards. I wanted to have at least 10 positive reviews, which by my count I have, but Steam insists that there are only 9. Maybe with the update there will be the 10th positive review and then we'll have reached all my goals. I hope you will have fun with the upcoming update and I hope to get some much needed rest. Have a nice day.